I'm Lady Charmaine, and my guest today is a celebrity hairstylist who has teased the locks of such celebrities like Beyonce, Mary J. Blige, actress Gabrielle Union, and Megan Good. And he is currently the hairstylist for the entertainment duo Billy Bush and Sean Robinson, who are the hosts of Access Hollywood. And he recently starred alongside hairstylist to the stars Kim Kimble on her WeTV reality show LA Hair. And he's here today to talk about the best hairdos for the holiday season. Help me welcome Mr. Dontay Savoy to the show. How you doing, Dontay?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am awesome. So glad to have you on the show. Of course, we all fell in love with you on WeTV's LA Hair. So I got to ask you the question, is the show going to be coming back for a second season?
We are actually shooting our second season right now. So we did get a second season. It should be airing in March of next year.
March 2013? Oh, fantastic.
March of 2013, and it's going to be really, 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 really good.
Now, y'all bringing my girl China back?
I can't tell you that. Can't tell you that, but it'll be very, very eventful. Better than the first season.
Oh, better than the first season. Oh, Lord, so y'all must have hired another cast of characters to join y'all on the show.
I wish I could tell you the juicy, but I can't.
You can't give me the tea, at least the sweet tea, the sweet part about the tea. I want to know.
I can't give you none of the tea, baby. I can give you a little bit of it. I can't give you the brewing part of it. I can't give you nothing.
Wow. So I want to get into your career because I know a lot of people want to know first, how did you even develop an interest in doing hair? Did you have sisters in the house and you did their hair? How did your love and passion for hair even come about?
You know what? That's a funny question. People always ask me all the time, and I never really have a great answer for it. What I can say is that I kind of fell into hair. I had a friend suggest I should go to hair school after we had a long conversation about my goals and careers in my life, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. So after they suggested that, I enrolled in the hair school, attended it, fell in love with it, fell in love with everybody that I was in school with, my teachers, everything. And then, you know, we would have our hair competitions, and, you know, those were fun, and it just introduced me that there were a lot more aspects of doing hair than just being a salon hairstylist.
Now, were you a platform artist, as they call them?
I did do some platform work for Kazuri hair products, and I got to discover that, but me and my crazy self, I wanted to be a little bit more bigger than that.
Oh, excuse me.
I know. It sounds so crazy, but...
So that's how you became a celebrity hairstylist. Now, what constitutes a celebrity hairstylist? Is it when you do one celebrity, now you're a celebrity hairstylist? How do people get the name celebrity hairstylist?
You know what? You can really just attach it to the front of your name and the title of what you do, and then that's what you do. But I really think that once you work with, yes, one celebrity hairstylist, it usually never ends because you're going to work with more, and then that's how you create the celebrity title, if you will. I don't really like to use it for myself because I'd like to treat everybody the same all the time. Mm-hmm. But it's others that put that name on in front of, you know, for me, and I'm like, okay, please don't say that, but thanks, you know. And I don't want people to know that I only do celebrities. Like, I work with everybody, but I just so happen to work in entertainment as well.
Who was the very first celebrity hair that you've done?
Either Stacey Dash or Gabrielle Union.
Do you normally keep your clients after you do their hair?
Say that one more time.
Do you normally basically maintain your clientele after you do their hair? Celebrity clientele. Yeah. Well, celebrities, they don't get their hair done that much. They believe it or not, they only really kind of almost get their hair done whenever they have events to do, or if it's, you know, for a TV show or any type of special appearances. Mm-hmm. So, like, on a regular daily basis, you know, they're not in the chair like regular girls are, because regular girls have somewhere to go
all the time, 9 to 5. They got to go to work. They got to make sure they keep their appearance up. But, you know, so, I mean, it's whenever I see them, I do them, and that's it.
Okay. Now, I want to get to your relationship with Kim Kimble. How did you end up connecting with her?
You know what? That's a funny story, too. As soon as I graduated hair school and I went and got my license, and the owner of the hair school was asking me, you know, what were my plans after, you know, I finished school, and I really didn't have any then. I knew I would go somewhere and work in a salon somewhere, but I really didn't know where to start. So she kind of helped me in the door. She was like, well, I know someone, you know, is a really good friend of mine, and they just started working with Beyonce, like, on her first album, and they done some movies with her or whatever, and it was like she's looking for an assistant. And I said, okay, well, great. So I ended up meeting with Kim Kimble, and I started assisting Kim in her salon, but what I did not know is that Kim would not be in town that much. So I found myself in the salon a lot alone. Like, okay, where the people at? It would be all in Milan and London and Italy living this fabulous life. I'm like, okay, look, Kim, you just hired me to sit in your salon. I know you didn't do that. So I started assisting a lot of other people in entertainment as well. And from there, that's how I got into entertainment. And that's when my life started.
And so you also work with Sean Robinson and Billy Bush on Access Hollywood. So I guess it opened up more doors for you.
Yes, it did. And it was all through networking. Like, LA is very, very small, and so is the entertainment industry. And and a lot of my friends are entertainment industry hairstylists. So whenever they would not be available to do something, they would call me or, you know, tell me about it, ask me if I wanted to do it or not. And, you know, I was very open to everything at that time and willing to do everything at that time. I would just do it. And then I think after doing a lot of different jobs, you network a lot, and a lot of different producers and directors get to know who you are. And for some reason, I stand out.
Really?
Right. I just learned I was a drama queen 2 days ago. I never knew that before. Okay, whatever.
I saw that on TV.
I never even knew it. I was like, really? You cannot tell me I'm that dramatic. But I do some things. I have friends that point them out, like, see what you're doing right now? That's dramatic. I'm like, ooh, it is. But yeah, so you network a lot in one small group of people, and then everyone gets to know you. So you're constantly, I guess, in demand, or you're constantly working, or you're the first person that someone wants to call.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's a good position to be in. And with us talking about salons, now it's the holiday season. And when someone comes into your salon and they say, okay, Dontay, I want a whole new hairdo, what is the first thing that a stylist looks for when they're looking at that person, they're sitting in the chair and they want a new look? What's the first thing that you look for?
The first thing that I ask a couple of questions just to make sure we can complete this look without any futuristic problems, such as, what do you do for a living? What does your job entail? Do you have to look a certain way? You know, what are your man like? What's your woman like? You know, what are your friends like? Like, all of this constitutes what their hairstyle is going to be. And if they're just that person that don't care what anybody thinks, then we can have fun. But after that, normally the shape of the face, the type of hairstyle that they want, we have to make sure that we can give it to them with no problems afterwards. Like, they can't have bleach blonde hair and then want to come in and ask to put a relaxer on top of that. That's a definite no-no. But, there are a lot of different questions that we as hairstylists need to ask and inform our clients before they come in and suggest a particular hairstyle.
Okay. And what are some of the holiday trends that people are getting right now for the holidays?
Holiday trends. You have voluminous waves. There's a lot of women that are walking around with this long hair, and, you know, they really don't know what to do with it because it's just so long. So you can you could just, take a regular barrel curling iron or a wand and just, wrap the hair around it to create these curly waves that'll give the hair, a lot of different texture. And it's kind of sexy. You can have fun with it, and you can still enjoy your long hair by doing that. You can also even do it with short hair to create waves in short hair. And a lot of women are having fun with their hair. No one's scared of their hair anymore, which is something that I can appreciate.
Yeah, because there are so many hairstyles out now, because I know I have several emails and Facebook questions that people have regarding hair. But I do want to get into, say, like if a person is wearing a hair weave. I know you can do so many different things with weaves. What are some good holiday looks for people that are wearing hair weaves?
Like I said, you can do the waves and the weaves. Those I love waves. The waves are fun. They're you can, it can be messy and still be cute. You can't really do a bun with a weave, but you can do like a really messy ponytail. Ponytails are always safe and fun. Of course, always the long, straight, sleek look. It's kind of timeless. Like, that'll never go away. And you could curl it, pull it over to the side, and have it as a side ponytail. Like, there's so many different. You half up, half down. You can do so much with a weave. You can, even wet it and allow it to air dry naturally and wear it in its natural curl pattern. People are appreciating their texture. So there's a lot of different textures that are going around now also. So with weaves, it's endless. Like, you can do so many different things with hair extensions now.
Okay, now let's look at some dresses. Somebody has a beautiful backless dress. What's a good hairstyle for a backless dress?
A backless dress, is it one shoulder strap, two shoulder strap, thick strap?
Oh my God! Ooh, Lord Jesus!
I know.
All the details.
All of this really matters. All of this really, really matters.
Let's just say two straps on the shoulders.
And the reason I ask these questions is because sometimes, the dress can be so glamorous that you don't want the hair to take away from it. So if you wear the hair down and it covers the straps, if the straps are really elaborate, the dress doesn't get the recognition that it deserves. So for something that is double strapped, I would always do something up. Nothing really down, especially if it's backless. You want to appreciate the sexy lines in the back, especially if it drops really low in the back and there's a sexy back. You don't want to take from that also. So I would immediately think going up, something messy and tousled into a bun with maybe a side swept bang or some type of coiffure at the top of the head, maybe a pompadour at the top, and just kind of pinning in the ends of the hair in the back. Whatever you do, just keep it up off the shoulders, just so that the dress can be appreciated.
It's funny, you're talking about pompadours and all of that. I have no idea what that is. I had no idea how much goes into hair. When you think, especially those red carpet looks, and you get ready for a red carpet, do celebrities or whoever you do for red carpets, do they come to you for a pre-carpet look, so at least they'll know what they're going to look like on the red carpet?
Yeah, usually we attend what's called a fitting. And the fitting is, it's really for the wardrobe stylists and the gowns that the ladies are going to wear on red carpet. Hair and makeup, we either get pictures of it or we attend the fitting. And from there, we can direct how we're going to style the hair by the way of what they're wearing. Okay.
Now, I want to get to some of the questions. I have a question for a listener. Her name is Stacey Jackson. She's out of Richmond, California, and she says she's wearing her hair partly natural. I guess she's wearing the natural look. And she says she wants to know what is the best hair care methods for her texlaxed and color-treated hair, and she wants to maintain moisture so her hair will not become dry and brittle. She wants to know if you can help her.
She needs to concentrate on deep conditioning her hair at least once a week. And that entails using a moisturizing treated conditioner and sitting under the dryer with a plastic cap and allowing the conditioner and the moisture to seep into her hair follicles. Or she can go to her local salon and get a steaming treatment if they have it available.
Okay, that's good. And then Candice from Sacramento, she wrote, weaves are very popular today, especially bonding. She wants to know, how can she keep her hair healthy using bonding glue? Is that possible?
No. No, 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 no. Throw the glue away. Throw that glue away. If she don't throw that glue away, I'm going to find her. She better throw that glue away.
Okay.
Glue is fine, but doing it a lot all the time, repeatedly, it can be very detrimental. It can rip and pull and tear the hair out, which is what we don't want to do. Is there a healthy way about doing it? Depending on how she's applying it to her head, if it's in what would be a quick weave method, she should glue everything onto like a wig cap or a stocking cap and then put it on her hair and you know, pull her hair out wherever she wants to wear it. But applying the glue directly to the hair, it can always be dangerous.
Okay.
So there are ways about going around it, but you know, she should talk to her hairstylist about that, because depending on how she, and I hope she's not putting it on herself at home. Stop doing that too, women. Please, thank you. We can't do that anymore.
Okay.
So just throw the glue away. Just throw the glue away.
If you're just tuning in, we are talking to Mr. Dontay Savoy, hairstylist to the stars, and one of the stars of WeTV's Kim Kimble's LA Hair. He's given us some wonderful hair tips, and we are answering questions from you, the listeners. And Jennifer from Los Angeles, she wrote in. She said, I've been wearing braids for years. I would like to wear my natural hair. What should be the first thing I do once I remove my braids?
Get a trim, because I'm sure she needs it. She probably hasn't gotten one in a long time. A lot of women wear braids, neglect the fact that when they come out of them, they need to cut those ends off. So she may need to come out of a lot of hair. She may lose a lot of length, but if she's going to come out of the braids, that would be the first thing she do. And once she does that, depending on how she styles her hair, she'll be able to feel how healthy it feels all over again. So get a trim.
Okay. And then Brenda from Florida wrote, how long should I wait to braid my hair after I put a relaxer in it? I don't really condone relaxing hair and then braiding it right after. It can be possible, depending on if she's braiding it for a weave or braiding it just to wear braids, and who's braiding it, because sometimes, you know, pulling the hair extra tight, that's just another story. But if she's wearing a relaxer, I wouldn't braid it. I would just wear it down. Like, I wouldn't braid it. I would talk my client out of doing that. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I recommend to not do that.
Okay. And then Karen from Georgia, she wrote, how do I find the best products for her hair when she's trying to go natural with no chemicals?
The best products for natural hair, especially for women of color, it's a little trying when we're starting to wear our hair natural, because we think our hair is going to do one thing when it's not. And we're surprised. We're like, oh, why is my hair extra tight? I put this product in it, and it's supposed to loosen it, like the lady on TV. Like, no, it's your own natural hair. And a lot of women, like, you have to go out. It's trial and error. You have to find the products that suit you. So she's going to spend a lot of money investing in finding a product that's going to suit her natural hair, but it'll be well worth it once she finds what it is that works for her.
That's good. And then Jamila Kirk from Sacramento, she wrote, my sister locks are 4.5 years old. And she says, what's a good conditioner or treatment to use after coloring her hair?
I absolutely love Sebastian's Penetrate Conditioner. They have a huge line of deep conditioning treatments and reconstructors, and what she's going to need to do is overly saturate her dress with the conditioner so that it can get into the core of the dread. And she's going to need to sit it on for a while, and it's going to take a while to rinse out. But if she does that, and after she does it a couple of times, she'll start to feel the dread softening up, and she'll be happy with the result.
Okay. And then Donita Sanders from Oakland, California, she wrote, "Is it okay to color relaxed hair?"
In certain circumstances, yes. If you're going to lift dark color out of relaxed hair, I would be a little cautious about that. Like, you can't go from dark brown to light brown in one series with relaxed hair. I recommend no. Don't go from dark to light with relaxed hair. Now, you can put, temporary hair colors on it, rinses, cellophanes, if you will, and you could apply that on your hair as much as you want to, just to give it that look like I colored my hair, but it's not really color.
Okay.
But I would never recommend lightening relaxed hair ever.
Okay. Because I've heard of cellophanes before, just putting that over relaxed hair, because it doesn't damage the hair, does it? Because does it have a chemical in it at all?
It's no chemical. It's just a staining process that's put on your hair, and which is why it rinses out every time the hair gets wet.
Okay.
It's just a stain, yeah.
Now, Michael McDonald from Stockton, California said, "Is it okay for dark-skinned women to have blonde hair?"
Yeah. I can't stand him already. Yes, it is possible. There are certain blondes that women of color can wear, and it has to be customized to their skin complexion. There are a lot of women out there that are running around, and they got a little color to their skin, and that hair is just orangey blonde. No, that's the wrong blonde for them. There are blondes, there are platinum blondes that a lot of darker women, skin complected darker women could do and get away with. It has to be the right blonde, and in order to do that, like it's just once again, it's trial and error unless the hairstylist really knows what it is. The hairstylists really have to know what they're doing when doing something like that.
And that's true. And then Michael also wants to know, he said, on the business side, what 3 things would you say have been the most beneficial to your success?
Word of mouth, your reputation is everything. Who you hang around as far as professional-wise, because I'm a true believer in your immediate circle represents who you are. So who you hang around, your professional environment, that's number 2. And then just being a good and kind person, being very humble, remaining humble, never being too cocky or, over the top, or, you want people to like you. So it's really a people-pleasing environment, but it can also be very organic as well. So I think those 3 things have helped me in my career.
Oh, those are really good tips. And lastly, Michael from Stockton wants to know, if you had to begin again, what would you not do? As a hairstylist, wow, nothing. Nothing. I try to live my life with no regrets. So I overanalyze everything I do before I do it, just to make sure I can say, I wish I never did that. So I can honestly say nothing. I've had fun throughout my whole life. Like, it's a fun career. Like, it's something that people should have fun with. So nothing. Okay. And I can kind of tell, too, that you're also a laid-back type of individual, because when I was watching L.A. Hair, and it was one of the scenes when I guess you were coming in late, you wasn't on your P's and Q's like you should, but you handled it so well. You didn't have an attitude, but you just did your job. So whatever he asked you to do, because, you couldn't do clients that day, you just did it, and you handled it very well, and I can commend you on that.
Thank you. I really like to, life is easy. Yeah, I think it's us that make it difficult for ourselves. And as long as everyone is nice through the whole situation, like, people can get what they want, And, you know, in this industry, time is money, and, you know, there are ways to do things without offending anyone. It's just that, you know, sometimes people have to step back and just breathe a little and, you know, say, it's only life, you know, what's going to happen? I'm going to die. Ooh, like, you know, it's just life.
Right. And before we go, this is my last question for you. How do you manage your work schedule? Because you also work at Access Hollywood and you also work at the Salon with Kim Kimble. How do you manage your work schedule around your actual shooting schedule for the reality show?
Child, it's so difficult. It is so difficult. I don't get any sleep. Anytime I can take a nap, I'm trying to sleep somewhere. I'm very cautious of my schedule when things end and when things start, and I don't know. It so happens just to work out. It's like I'm somewhere doing something all the time, which is not a problem. It's just getting there on time, and you know, what do I have to do? Am I prepared for it? I have assistants. I have to, you know, tell them to do something sometimes, and like it's really hard, but it managed to happen. So Access Hollywood, because we have that morning show, would start at 5:45 in the morning, and our nighttime show would tape at 11 o'clock in the morning, and then Access would be over at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. In the afternoon. So from there, I would leave there and go shoot the show from 3 o'clock till maybe 9 o'clock at night. Well, for the first season, 9 o'clock at night, and then I would leave there and then do some of my clients at home, or I would go to Fight Feet and do their hair up until like maybe sometimes 2, 3 in the morning, to where I have to hurry up and go home, try to find some sleep, and get up, and then do it again at 5 o'clock in the morning the next day. So
Ooh.
I don't know how. I have no idea how I did not pass out, drop dead, faint. I was waking up, and I'm like, what is going on? Thank you for this energy that I got. And then, you know, trying to find time for my cocktails. I'm like, okay, you guys are crazy right now.
Wow.
But this season, I definitely stopped working at Access Hollywood a lot more, because the shooting schedule for the show it would take up too much of Access Hollywood's time. So, and then right after we shoot, I get to do all my clients that do not want to be on the show. So
Okay.
It's working out.
Oh, that's good. Well, Dontay, I want to say thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you so much for all of your hair tips. It was great. Definitely look forward to seeing the second season of LA Hair. Tell Kim that Lady Charmaine said congratulations, because I know we was talking about it and praying about it, that you guys are going to get the second season. So I'm really excited. Look forward to having you back on the show to promote the new season. So I'm looking forward to that, too.
Well, thank you, honey, for having me. I had a good time today.
Thank you so much. And so we're going to have more great music on the way. So keep it locked right here to Praise 98 FM Jam.